Hey August and Aussies, welcome back to the lowest level possible challenge. And this is going to be U7 now. And yeah, it looked like Ultima weapon was actually bugged and we needed to quote-unquote to actually make him get unbugged, and it seems like entering Midgar was the case, what we needed to do. So that now we have the setup here. So we have changed the setup here a bit. Of course, he's the only one with the triple weapon here, so I put Bound 0 there and I put double cut there. Bound 0 has the second highest, basically the second highest things are, or for summon material at least, are like Bahamut 0, Hades get Shad, Bahamut 0, Hades, and there is one more. I think there's Typhoon Mask as well. All of them are 250,000 AP. Knights of the Round though is 500,000, by the way, keep that in mind. Yes, let's go for another encounter. This is only 20,000 damage we need to deal to him. So that misses Alexander. Right, he got Steel All, as you can see from having Mega All there. And that actually means that he loses out on double cut here. But I still think that that doesn't mean that he loses out on losing like the thing. But I go Bahamut 0 on him. Right, because I needed it too. So that's 4,000 damage. So 4,000, 5,000, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so that's over 10,000 now. We need another automobile maybe. It's on automobile again. Really, why are you spamming automobile instead? I've never seen him be like that spam with the automobile actually. The thing is, I don't know if you can steal from him multiple times. It almost looks like we can, because I didn't see what we took from him and stuff there, but yeah. I still think we're at 10,000. I didn't count if we did another attack though. So 10,000 plus how much? 10,000, so 15,000. Nothing to steal. Yeah, because we need to make sure that Claude gets the final hit, because the character that deals the final blow on him is the character that gets Shadow Flared. And even if we dodge, we still get the Shadow Flare thing. It's not fair. And this will also give us 3,500 AP, so it's over 10,000, so it's 10,500 AP on the triple growth weapon. On the other one it's only like 7,000 because it's 3,000, so 3,000, so that's 6,000, but then the 500 plus 500, so that's 7,000. That's 500, yeah, so 6,000, then like 7,000. Shadow Flare. One dodge. learn the enemy skill shadow flame. This is also a huge spear. So yeah, 3,500 and 35,000, which is exactly the same as diamond weapon. Now we get 25,000 and we get ultimate weapon. Oh, it's so sad when it does. And it's just massive explosion, boom. I thought there would have been explosion noises. So yeah, so now, as you can see, that wasn't even a single star. That was 10,500 RB. As you can see, because Bounded 2 had 0 AP, so you can see the 10,500 for the triple auto weapon. So you think about that, that's only 10,500. So basically, so each maneuver encounter on the triple auto weapons, you're getting 7,200 RP each time. So that means that 10 battles with those are 2,000 AP. So I mean, it's pretty good because this seems rather low. But here's the thing, right? So yes, it's giving you 50,000 AP. That's with regular weapons, like no double growth. With double growth, of course, it's 100,000 AP, and with triple growth, which is only 5 slots in the entire game, because there's 2 with the scimitar. It actually doesn't have an age in it, but otherwise I will spell it correctly. Because I always add an age to it for some reason. But yeah. So that is pretty decent, right? So, you know. Find shadow flare, find shadow flare, find shadow flare, find shadow flare. So that's good. So the enemy skills are now actually pretty decent. Not gonna lie. So let's just remove everything for now. I am gonna actually equip myself with Heaven's Claw. Right. You have no need really for Sneak Lava, I feel like. Just slapping back into Tough-Ring here. So let's use HP. Speed Blast. And Beat Blast. So let's just put the maxed out Magic Blast there. Let's do the other Magic Blast to him. Once I got Blast, the long range and Cloud. So we go all on him. And Cloud with the double cut. Restore. Fall and restore. And restore. You can use Balance 0 and you can use Hades. She can use Mohammed, Phoenix, Alexander, let's give her a little hump as well. Like Jane. Let's give her net. Full time barrier. Give him an enemy skill actually, give her an enemy skill. Cloud is keeping out on enemy skills now. Probably Magic Spell, maybe put W item. So yeah, we have now defeated the ultimate weapon, of course, and we did get some very, very important, of course, material levels and stuff like that, so now, so what we have left now is we have, of course, we need to do the Ancient Forest, and we need to go back and grind in the place again. And there are, of course, certain setups we could do for Emerald Sean weapon and stuff like that. Now, one thing is, of course, is to try on the material boss to use grind, that means grind for kills basically and stuff like that. Otherwise, there is certain lower level places we could go to where the enemy XP is going to be low enough. Now, the best thing is, of course, otherwise to use put Mega on Claude. Basically, you just put Mega on Claude and then just get kills with him. Right, and now we do this. Right, so we go all the way to the Ancient Forest. Now, this was actually meant to have a completely different location before, because this was supposed to be connected to, like, or be at the northern part of the map or whatever. And some people have said, oh, it was meant to be linked to, like, Temple of the Ancients or something like that. It might have been true at some point, but yeah, you know. It's 43, 42, 41. That kicks off 36 there, 37, 36, 40. I mean, it is still considered to be low, like all things, you know. Yeah, you just give them everything basically. I think you need to take it from the other side if I remember correctly, the item here. That's the spring gun clip. Super short ST, which can kind of count as an ultimate weapon. You might think that that's his real ultimate weapon at first. So yeah, super short ST. And then of course we got also the spring gun clip. Spring gun clip is actually very good, because there is another weapon that has that effect as well, that it has a hairpin is long range weapon, but I believe spring gun clip is also meant to be like a long range weapon as well. And it is called the Ancient Forest. So yeah, I believe that this was supposed to be where Forgotten Capital was or something like that. Can we just pick this up regularly here? We need a thing. Oh, right. We can auto damage from something. Yeah, because the trap did not close, so we shouldn't have taken that much damage from something. Ow. Ah, the trap's doesn't do that much damage, so... I did it wrong. See if they do the same amount of damage again, because it must have been there that took such big damage from. Okay, there's the slash on material. It's used like you know, you have double cut here. Gave him mega all. And then the one that will give slash off, for example. So slash all has the same thing with it requiring 150,000 in total. Stuff that to gain the level with stuff that, yeah. Because that's not when you go up to the top. You do that at a different spot. So basically you need this again. Because there's a way otherwise at the cave location there to get one of those frog things as well. Let me check here first. This location is interesting, of course. We need, of course, to go up here to get a few things. Right, and this is where this is. You cannot actually go up there again at all. As you can see, you cannot go up further there, so you need to actually jump off here. That of course gives you the Minerva band. Yeah. So one must almost nullifies fire, cold, gravity, and holy, but used like the whole. Right, but Minerva band is actually better because it has 8 there on the defense percentage. Scott God only had 5 there, so that's 62 and 55. 62 and 55, these are 60 and 57. The fact that it has a high defense percentage, like here's the thing, right? Yeah, you're bringing has 70 defense for 5, so it has more medical defense, it has less physical, it has the same 8 defense percentage, it has a course in nullify certain elements. Same thing with this Scott God here. The fact that the school code is only 5% there is different, yeah. It's like we can speed this up here. So we can also go. I mean, we can go up with used speeds as well here, we don't need a thing. That's the, what do we call it? Go over here. I hate it because the analog stick is fucking me. house look very similar to the birds at the very start of the game. Like I mean outside Midgard at least, you know. Not start of the game that way, but you know what I mean. There we go, get Typhoon. Typhoon again is one of those that needs a lot as well. And it gives you wind, which is the second one that gives you wind. So that at least gives us an element, but it has like several elements to it, so yeah. Typhoon also needs a massive 250,000. Yeah, but there's nothing here. Yeah, but we need copies. Go down here. So we end up here. The reason why you need to do that is of course because we need to bring the other thing over here so we can also to the other side. Because there's only one thing left we need to get. Go and then we do this point. And we just wait. Shibush, again we get launched to the other side. Yeah, the encounter rate is very high in this forest. And we get a source, but we get Apocalypse first. Yes, triple start weapon, and it's almost as strong as the Heaven's Claw, almost. It's absolutely insane. So, yeah, the only thing that Claude is actually missing is his Ragnarok now, sadly. So, yeah, but that's the best triple OP weapon. You get also a source here. We get the power source, I believe it is. And it looks like inside of Nibelheim, inside this cave here, basically. But it's definitely them that take so much damage, you know, if they actually hit you and stuff like that, yeah. And we get we get an elixir here, actually. Right, and now with that done, we have pretty much everything that we need. And stuff there's, you know, so of course, yes, we want to grind still in like the auto creator and stuff like that, but still, you know. Now back to Northern Crater. Because now we're pretty much done with everything except for of course defeating Emerald and Ruri weapon Sean. But we are gonna do it with a different like strategy and stuff like that, but yeah. We're of course gonna need some stuff mastered. Stuff that, yeah, and we're gonna do the setup yet. No, we do still have a lot of tranquilizers, right? Yeah, we will have 46. We do have a bunch of tents. Hopefully we can get the music to work though. Right, let's go. Yeah, so here is the thing right now that we have done this. Of course, we have defeated the ultimate weapon and stuff like that. The thing is, of course, the ultimate weapon, diamond weapon, you know, like, and even like Emerald and Ruby, they're an encounter that you can only take once. So you need to make sure when you're fighting Emerald and Ruby weapon that you can use the triple OP things, and that you can gain triple OP on things that require a lot of OP. because you shouldn't bother putting material there that doesn't require a lot of AP to level up, right? If something only requires 100,000, then it's not worth it. You know, you need to acquire at least like 150,000 for it to be worth putting, you know, and stuff that's, yeah. Yeah, so in some Heaven's Claude, Apocalypse. Cat is of course a great idea here, but no. Not for Apocalypse at least, we are using Slash All instead, so that Claude can get all the kills he needs. But we are, however, going to change some things here now. So we're using Slash All here. Putting Bahamut's here, or putting Hades here. It goes double cut. Double cut together with Typhoon. Then you Bahamut and then counter and counter. All and restore in case we need to. And all and restore. All and restore. Each character should have an enemy skill, enemy skill, enemy skill, enemy skill. You can have the strong magic plus that's already mastered. You can have a magic plus that is not mastered. Claude needs HP plus, MP plus. She can have luck plus. She can have Mega All. So I went double cut with him. He can have long range. Magic here, but put the item there. Very nice. Now it's just a matter of grinding here. So get an encounter immediately. Oh, Master Tom very high. And Master Tom Barry we can eventually morph and stuff that, yeah. Now the thing is, here's the thing, like the encounter, the encounter is basically like, what do you call it? The encounter is less than 5%. Encounter is something like 4.96, I think it is, a 4 point something percent to get the boss. Yeah, normally I would basically like make a rule here, like okay, like we would be allowed to use up all of our elixirs to do it, but you know, but I wouldn't want to get levels and stuff that, you know. Yeah, I definitely would have put more safe piercers inside this time. I thought should have just been something by default. Oh, look. Sometimes we are super lucky. I think that will not kill it actually. Hopefully. Kills here. I believe, however, like Slash All right, if I remember correctly right, that Slash All and like Mega All stuff really quick roll with Mega, alright. Yeah, it's such a big difference because Apocalypse is so much stronger than the Rune Blade. So that's another HP plus level. So HP plus is almost near the maximum. Hades is very close now. Yeah, you can see the 7,200 there for each. I'd say, oh, that doesn't make things that bad and stuff that, right? Because it's 72,000 for 10 encounters. So that's a very positive way of looking at things. But for example, like 500,000, of course, there's only a single materia in the game that needs 500,000, right? And stuff that, so yeah, you know. And it's 70,000 10 encounters. 20 encounters would then be like, or 72,000 rather, right? Yeah. Because it's 7,200. 7,200 on the slash all. Stuff that. So that's usually 10 of those is 72,000. Stuff that. So that means that 100 will be 720,000. Which of course will be more than enough. So for example 20 would then be like 72,000 twice. Which will be 140,000. What is it? 140,000 like, because it's 72,000. So it's like, so it's 144,000, I think. 144,000 or something like that. But yeah. Then basically you start calculating, okay, like 20 battles, like. So you might say, oh, it doesn't take that long because yes, you can get a lot. You can get lucky here also as well. That's the whole thing, right? That yes, you can get lucky at times, right? At that time, right, when you get like the first encounter is like or the second encounter or whatever is the whole balls. Stuff that, like, yes, you can get lucky and stuff that, which is good, of course. The fact that you can get lucky and stuff, you know. But yeah, so if you have one weapon disappearing on you, you just enter mid-pro again. Right, it is such a small thing though that the movers gives you no XP and stuff that, so that you can fight them and stuff like that. Oh, look at that, we are lucky. Lucky charm. Pretty certain we have Mega. I mean, we can use check with this here. Yeah, because we have 6 users. But because normally you wouldn't be able to have 6 users there and stuff like that, yeah. Now, of course, on Emerald and Ruri weapon, we can use, of course, we can get into, for example, one of the magic tricks here and then use that W item and stuff like that, and use the good old trick, you know, over and over to, you know, get several of a certain item and stuff like that, yeah. For example, you use up the first item and then whatever thing you want to clone should be the second thing that you take, for example, and stuff like that. So you can make sure that you have enough Mega Elixirs. Was born. Is that a bunch of wall master? Yes. So many holes now. It is a 2 stars. Phoenix and Embalmed are 2 stars, but yeah. There are, of course, some fun ways also you can defeat Emerald weapon and Ruri weapon with, you know, some fun stuff what you do. Now, of course, obviously, right, that once HP and MP Plus is mastered here, I can just put on the weaker versions and stuff that, and then level those up as well. So that eventually all of the characters that we have can have an HP and MP Plus, even characters that we're currently not using, you know. Yeah, I'm not that as fearful of that encounter anymore, by the way, and stuff that, because yeah. Because yeah, our levels does a lot for our defense and stuff there, but yeah. Our Imperial Guard is not particularly good at calls because I've said again it has 0 defense percent on the Imperial Guard. Stuff that then just Crystal Banger would just be so much better and stuff that would do. So it's a bit sad, of course, that there's a lot of stuff that you miss out on that is on in like in Midgard and stuff that like you miss out on the Aegis Armlet and stuff that, you know, you miss out on Starlight Megaphone. With Starlight Megaphone is actually one of those like really, really good like weapons and stuff that, because yeah. So I have no idea why we're actually getting the balls very often and stuff that, I have no idea why. I know that the balls are actually better resistance to a lot of elements and stuff that, yeah. The reason why I sometimes don't want to heal is I want to actually be using the Clear Tranquil to heal actually. That's great. And I do think that Slash All actually hits you with the front throw damage or whatever. I think, although I'm not 100% certain, it does. So let's go Magic Plus now. Yeah, I only need 13,000 more there. So I'm at 86,000 with the double cut, which is actually pretty nice. So the flare is really powerful by the way, because like a regular like contain, right? Because we didn't have a container on anyone, but you know, like the regular flare from the contain is like 100, and this is also 100 used as the regular flare is. But shadow flare is of course big non-elemental damage. And I believe, right, because there are certain spells in the game that like ignores your magic defense, like Bahamut apparently pierces like like defenses and stuff like that, yeah. Although it's kinda untrue in certain cases, but yeah. Also separate or specifically safer separate breaks the stat limit in the game that he actually goes over 255 in stats. Of course, keep my tab. I haven't decided when we're gonna do like the you know the true lowest level possible challenge or whatever, right? Because that would be very, very similar to this challenge, but it will be things that are different, of course. Because obviously, right, every single battle that, for example, in every single battle we can only let it be one survivor. That survivor will get all HP, and it should always be whoever the lowest character is. Okay, now we'll get these encounters, now we'll get the test here. Okay, so only 420 damage now. Okay, actually let's begin here. Frost Slash. This can be out of damage. Because we always can't be in the front row. Shadow Flare. Okay, watch this damage. Now watch close Shadow Flare damage though. Yeah, I used Castle 8100. But that's just because of the Magic Plus and also the fact that the thing with Apocalypse also is that Apocalypse has very high magic stat on it. Like his magic attack is 184. And stuff that. So yeah, he has one single magic plus. That is master of course obviously. Still yeah. And then he is benefiting from +4 magic from both Zero and Hades as well. It's most magic +1 from Restore. But yeah, you can see even that's one encounter that we were fearful of before. We don't need to be fearful of anymore. And it has to do with the levels, of course, obviously, because the level difference is what really matters and stuff like that. Because yeah. Because it's just that if you're below the enemy's level, then it has a much higher chance to crit you and stuff like that. And it's just like with these higher levels, there's a big difference. Of course, if you can get lucky there, as I said, for example, if you can get really lucky with the ball encounter there, as you have seen, like sometimes it's like every 4th encounter or whatever, which is absolutely insane. Considering less than 5% to get the battle, stuff like that. So if you get it every 4 or 5 encounters, then it's really good. Because there's Master Stone Barrier that can show up. It's the unique enemies that there are only 2 of. Stuff that always shows up in that pair. There's the Magic Pot, which exists both in a single version and then 2 of the Magic Pot, and then there's also a side attack version of the pot. It's an attack version of the Ahriman enemy. And then there's Master Stone Barrier course. So there isn't a huge enemy pool really if you think about it here. Stuff that, so yeah, but I'm pretty certain also that, for example, luck here, having high luck on someone, for example, she has 32 luck. She's using luck plus also as well. Which might be better to use in Claude, because I think that Claude's natural luck is higher, but yeah, 84 magic. It's absolutely insane when you think about it, and stuff like that, but yeah, that's just how good. Apocalypse, you have to realize just how good it is and stuff like that, because yes, Apocalypse is if you think about it right this way, if you don't think about the whole Chocobo thing right, if you don't consider getting a Chocobo right, then for example, Apocalypse on if I would do a tier list of what are the best weapons for each character, or just have all the characters up against it. Jesus, that can just happen sometimes. I didn't think that they would both attack that quickly, but yeah. This I'm basically kill off one. That will just fully revive. That will just fully revive Seal. Good flame. So we are gonna of course be forced to take this encounter. We can of course escape from the encounter, but I'm not gonna bother with that, Fell off that. Because the only way you can lose that encounter is if you allow them. See, here's the thing, that even if they kill off one character, right, they cannot kill off a character in a single attack, even if they get that really big crit, as you saw there. Stuff that's, yeah. Just put the weight there. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue there, though. And you have to realize that he had buffering as well. Yeah, so, Yeah, I would really like to do the whole, I would love to do the limit break version and stuff like that to defeat them all weapon, because Right, and people say that, oh, you shouldn't use level 4 limit breaks, but that's, I would say, is complete bullshit. Stuff that sure, there are certain level 3 limit breaks that are really good, for example, because you can of course use Anchor Max with Barret and then use but the main problem with Anchor Max strategy with Barret is that if you want to do it, for example, with a weaker weapon, for example, then you need to like farm power sources and stuff that, yeah. I forgot CanCon form a one-shot the green tanks already place, because then we might want to start grinding power sources, stuff that, you know. Now we're getting a bit more unlucky now with the thing here. Because obviously, right, one setup is of course to get like double cut on every character, and then make sure that we have double cut, and then we have counter, for example. So when you read what counter says here, for example, I only have it on the double growth here, because counter, I believe, as magic counter also needs, they actually need, I believe it is 300,000 AP, or 350,000 AP or something, which will make it more than most of the summons. The only summon that is higher than that is, of course, the Nuts Around, which is 500,000. Yeah, because counter, right, there's both counter, magic counter. So magic counter is counters with pattern magic or summon when attacked. So that, which you can also use with the gravity. The whole thing is Demai, you don't even need to have Demai mastered or basic gravity. Also because gravity 1 is enough. Stuff that, so you basically go gravity and then you put quadramatic with gravity. Now the thing is though that quadramatic actually doesn't need super high AP. I think it's something like, what is it, some quadramatic, I forgot exactly what the value was. They need, I know it's over 100,000 AP at least. But still, that's not a lot really, all things considered, right? Considering that you can get 72,000 from the thing. The triple AP weapons, that is, yeah. Zero is close to having a level here, but yeah. One thing to keep in mind also is Bahamut Zero, Neo Bahamut, and regular Bahamut makes Emerald weapon less likely to use Airtam Storm or Materia Storm. Same thing with limit breaks as well. Yeah. And for example, in a limit break fight, it's possible for him to not use Airtam Storm a single time. Then you can basically be equipped with whatever you want to grow. Stuff that, yeah. But the thing that I always wondered is why didn't they allow 3 characters to get triple growth weapons? Because it never made any sense. And the question was Rising Sun initially planned to be a triple AP weapon, because it is supposed to be like a late game weapon and stuff that, you know. Stuff that, yeah. Because I definitely think that there were probably several weapons, but not the enemy, but you know, weapons in the game that were never put in. Shadow Flare. Big counters with that. Yeah, that's actually good. Part where you can mix everyone. I think that kills it. Oh, there's a bit always there, but yeah. Right, also with double magic, by the way, you can also double magic and then use Demai, basically. So Demai works on. So yeah, actually, it counts as a weakness if I remember correctly on Emerald weapon, which is why you can use gravity on him. So if you use gravity on Emerald weapon, even if you use the Demai 1 in the beginning, it would do 9,099 damage. So if you do that with quadramatic, each quadramatic will do the 9099 damage. And then if you use it with double-matic, you'll basically get 8 casts every single time. So it's basically 4 with 1 cast and then 4 with another cast, so you get 8 casts total. So you get 8 times, you get 8 times 9999 damage. So you get 79,000, so you get almost like 80,000 damage. Stuff that every single time you do that, basically. And that is used for my single setup, basically, of having the Mind mastered, having quadramatic mastered, so you can cast it as many times as possible, so you have quadramatic mastered, and stuff that. Actually help with her as well there. But why did she lose her limit break? I don't remember seeing her getting alright because I did use up her limit break actually against the IMs. Yeah, we're gonna go to the save point after this, by the way. It was almost at the time. But yeah, I will probably eventually start grinding this like off screen, unless you want to see like the videos where we continue on doing this grind and stuff that, you know. The only thing is, it will be more correct, I feel, to call the scimitar that he's using to actually call it the Naginata, because it's more like a Naginata. Because the Naginata also has the whole curve and stuff like that going on. Yeah. So not good. I didn't pay attention there. So yeah, Bouncer is at 2 stars, Hades is at 2 stars. Yeah, it's been requested at that, but you can keep in mind that they're only getting the 2400 RP, they're not getting the whole 7200 and stuff like that, so yeah. About is almost at 3 stars, Phoenix is at 2 stars, Counter is at 2, so the counters are at 2. Because I mean, technically you don't need to have the counter material master and stuff that, but it's like useful if you have it mastered, so, because you can get several counter materials from certain other thing, but yeah. We are very, very close on getting double cuts now, getting the full cut here. We are very close on getting it. Yeah, and I don't remember if the encounter can be here on the first screen as well, or if it's only on the second screen. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, getting bound at 0 took a long time, you know, of course, obviously. Yeah. But I didn't think that the location where it was at was that precise. It's not that, which is absolutely crazy how insanely precise the place was. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so I think we gained 1 extra level there, right? Right, because we weren't level 44 before, or were we? We level 43, so now we're level 44 instead. So yeah, so we are gonna get, every time we get that side encounter, we are gonna get close and close levels and stuff like that, so yeah. Let's see if that's going to happen. Yeah, let's just double make sure that we're safe here, yeah. So we're going to continue grinding, of course, you know, so that's, yeah. Now hopefully we can get some limit breaks here, but yeah, there are some other spots also where we can grind for breaks. So yeah, because when it comes to limit breaks, we want to make sure that we don't like get levels, or that we get levels when we're seeing, so we want to do it in limit breaks. I mean, I can do what you have to encounter with all the equipment I showed you, and we're glad I can get that clarity that other everything, not in the lowest level possible settings. But, you know, with the whole play thing, stuff that, you know, we need the encounters in mid-bar and stuff that, you know, whatever, like calling for impact, allow her to actually not use the impact to attack. Because that's the only way for me to actually gain when you breaks and stuff that it's the whole point of challenge, try to actually have a breaks stuff. Yeah, so you know, because yeah, you can grind in but there's also, for example, you can also grind in, for example, in what the cabin in the 3 mines. Of course, there's an encounter there that's very good. There's an encounter that you can also touch the cabin, but that encounter you can only do when you're doing the whole if that base isn't open again. You can only go there during the whole events before you get the select comment and stuff like that. You can only get that snake encounter in one there. So yes, if you encounter is also a bunch of snakes and stuff like that. And there's of course the little base. There's a place supposedly in the plan for us, but I don't know what they're talking about and saying that that's a good place. I think that space is good, in my opinion. This space is really good kills between the sense and see what will get motivated. Because there's a very high chance that you get encountered with 5 enemies there or whatever. Because there's 3 boss of another enemies and there's 2 of them. There's 5 enemies in total. So you have 5 kills every single time. You get 10 of those encounters or 50 kills or whatever. So then, and then if you have, for example, if you have a sneak attack, for example, if you get sneak attack material, I believe sneak attack is from racing or expansion, also racing of XP. Yeah, if you should be racing, you can get sneak attack. And then sneak attack has a chance, of course, to trigger anything, then you will do whatever thing you have linked to sneak attack. Keep in mind that you can have whatever material you want, can link to it as long as it's an actual material you can attack. For example, you can have sneak attack, that's for example, you can have sneak attack that will count to make sure you have a count. So you can have basically sneak attack /on, for example, and then basically begin using /on, and then if you're using death penalty, instant once you've gotten enough kills, death penalty will use one-shot everything, and then basically every time you enter the encounter you will need to use act first before anyone else gets to your name, so you don't waste any time at all. It's bad. And that basically also means that even if you get that wrong encounter, you can still use one-shot everything instead. This is the best way to farm the kills between us. And then of course once we instance weapon are strong enough, because of course the power source is still enough effective damage to the whole with that penalty. Like a lot of people think, oh, it's only kills that matters, no, but it's strength still happens, meaning that Gigas on that, using Gigas on using Championship, using the Mario Bangle, all of those contributes to all of the slowness of that as well, as well as hero brings, obviously. Hero brings stacks obviously 4 times, so it's hero to be right here, they stack 4 times on its character, that can beat this character, the bonus. I hope you all enjoy this. I'll see you all next time.